It was wonderful as always. The food was fantastic, and the camaraderie and the players. Just to be in the same room with some of the guys is just amazing for me, and we had a blast. It was great to see some of the oldest guys. I think the oldest player attending was 94. And then, you have some of the younger champions here. So it's a wonderful mix of great legends in the game and then the young stars coming up. And Dustin Johnson served a wonderful dinner. We just had to do social distancing, which we didn't like too much, but the club still thinks it's better that way. Even though we're in the bubble and we're tested and all that, we had to be at least 6 feet from each other. So, but right. It was a wonderful evening. Tiger Woods left a voicemail on Ben Crenshaw's cell phone, and Ben is our spokesperson here. He just left a message saying he really misses being at the Masters and meant the tournament means so much to him. And he appreciated all the good wishes from many other guys in the room, and hopes to recover soon and be back in the mix of things with us in the near future. It's extremely comfortable every year. I've been with Mercedes-Benz for so many years, and they make the best car there is. There's no doubt in my mind. And yes, it's not just comfortable; it's very safe, very luxurious, and I'm extremely happy to be one of their ambassadors. First of all, I think it was a great honor for Lee Elder to be, together with Jack Nicklaus and Gary Player, and to have the honor to tee off with them. And I think it's a wonderful idea. It's a wonderful thing they've started. And Lee was a great competitor and wonderful gentleman, had achieved a lot. And I'm sure it wasn't easy for him. As we all know, years ago, it was pretty hard for colored or black people to have success or to just be accepted or whatever it may be. And I didn't live here then, and I only read certain stories and all that. So I think it's fantastic that they included him, and that he's able to do that with Jack and Gary. I was kind of consumed with my own struggles, to tell you that, with the yips in my own game. But, living in America now, I've read books, I've seen movies about the struggles they've had for many, many years to be accepted and to have the same privileges as the white man. And to me, it's very sad that all that happened, because to me, everybody is created the same. God created us all. That's my belief. We're all the same and unique and special. There's no difference, no matter what color you have. But that was not the case in this country and in many other countries, as a matter of fact, for many years. And the history proves it. So I'm glad we're making strides in the right direction. Done me very good. I came back from Germany a couple of weeks ago and felt already stronger and better in my knee, and I needed to, because walking around here is not easy, as you know. It's very hilly, very demanding, and was really I played 2 rounds of golf in 5 weeks, which isn't much. So the preparation for me was not ideal here for the Masters this year, but I felt like I wanted to get my knee done and get stronger for the rest of the season. And then when I got here, I actually hurt my back a little bit. I probably overdid my practice, tell you the truth. As I said, I hadn't touched many clubs, haven't practiced a whole lot in about 5 weeks. And then hit balls for about 3.5 to 4 hours in a row, testing some clubs. And the next day, I had a very difficult time actually getting out of bed. So, but I'm feeling much better. I made it around today without any major pain, and felt pretty good physically. Was a little bit tired at the end of the round, towards the end, because I just hadn't been walking much. So I'm looking forward to get a few rounds under my belt and improve my stamina the next few weeks. There's good and bad are like inches from each other many times, and it's so easy to make a double or triple bogey, just being off a couple of inches, and the ball rolls back in the water or goes this way or that way. They made a couple of slight changes as well. Like there's a few areas where they mowed away the rough, or they call it second cut. We call it rough, where they mowed it down so the ball would roll into some trouble. That's the way it used to be in the 80s and the early 90s when I first played here. And then they started having the rough. So the rough actually sometimes stops the ball from rolling into trouble. And well, I had one of those occasions on two. My tee shot on two went a little right, and there was no rough, and it rolled into the trees, so I had to chip backwards. But I think they're bringing some of those back to make it a little tougher. Also, the difference from this year or now to November, the course is much firmer, especially the greens are much firmer. And November, it was pretty wet, pretty soft. So it played a little longer, but it played much softer on the greens. And I think the conditions are harder than they were then. Yeah, a couple of them. I signed up with Tour Edge Exotics, and I put a 4 hybrid in this week to throw my 4 iron out, because I need to hit the ball high with more spin, and I hit a lot of hybrids here, so my long irons are going too short, too low, with not enough spin. And then I also put a 6 and 7 iron in from them, and fairly happy with them.